Let's talk note sheets and formula sheets. So some professors let you write out a note card, an index card, or 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that you can bring into exams. This is also something else I do not do. When I was at Georgia Tech as a student, people would go and zoom the entire textbook down to 10% zoom and try to put the whole textbook on this 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It was some of the most ridiculous stuff I ever saw. And so what I do is I provide a formula sheet with my exam that everyone gets. It's an even playing field and it's fair. I tell you in advance so you know what formulas and equations I'm going to give you. And then you know anything not on that sheet, you need to either be able to memorize or derive. But you know in advance, everyone gets the same thing. If you have a class where your professor lets you bring a note card or formula sheet in, don't zoom all the notes or the textbook down to 1% and then think you're going to be able to zoom in on that piece of paper during the test. Once again, that's delayed learning. A better approach. Look at the exam objectives and make outlines. Outline the approach to each kind of problem. Outline the formulas you need for each kind of problem. Make it so that it's a reasonable font that you can actually read. Don't try to zoom the notes. Don't try to zoom the textbook. That's another example, like I said, of open book notes on an exam where you're delaying your learning, thinking you're going to teach yourself those problems during the test. A better approach is outline. Make little boxes for each of the learning objectives on the exam, and in each box, put the key points, the highlights, step-by-step outline of how to solve the problems. Not problems, but step 1, write the clockwise currents. Step 2, use the voltage law, blah, blah, blah. Those kinds of things. But you're still studying as if it was closed book, closed notes, and stay STEM-rific. And also still look at the old exams for that professor to see what kind of stuff they ask. Stay STEM-rific.